Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah if you are new here. My channel continues to grow, which I am thankful for. So really quick, just want to reintroduce myself. My name is Sarah. Like I said, I have two kids, two boys. They are 2 and almost 4. My husband Anthony and I have been married for 5 years, almost 6. It'll be 6 in October. We live in a small town in Iowa, and I stay at home with the boys. We homeschool, and Anthony is active duty National Guard. So if you are new, thanks for being here. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. I'm gonna take you along for my day, like normal. I don't know why I say that every time, because like, duh, that's to be expected. So far this morning, it's just about 10 o'clock. We had breakfast, we went on a walk, we did school, we did a art project. It's been a good productive day so far. It is like 50 degrees out. Beautiful. It's been pretty nice this week. It has been warm, but it's been, you know, not as humid or like overwhelmingly hot. Yesterday I canned this sloppy joe meat and I just put labels on them. I had 2 of them not sealed, so I did use an off-brand jar and lid this time because it was the actual only box left at Walmart. Like the only one were these ones, and they were like the mainstay brand, and I've never used them. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, or if I just got a bad batch of rings, or if it was just the canning process. I really don't know. That's all right. I'll just eat one for lunch, and then I don't know, I'll save the other one. Or tomorrow, maybe Anthony will, oh, he won't be here tomorrow. He has drill. So maybe I'll have it for a couple days in a row. I'm not sure. On today's agenda though, I have a couple loads of laundry to fold. Always, like, is it even a day in my life if we don't have laundry to do? I feel for the families that have like more than 2 kids, because my kids create a lot of laundry and I cannot even imagine having more. Else, we do need to run to town to the store. I got groceries earlier this week. I think that was on Tuesday. And I don't have a meal plan ready for next week, so I'm not getting all of our groceries, but I did not get bread. I completely forgot. I also need to get a couple things to can some pickles, because the cucumbers have been in my fridge all week and I need to get them taken care of. So I think I just need dill basically, and more jars because I don't have enough of the smaller jars. I mean, there's a couple things on the whiteboard that I've written that we need, so I might go ahead and grab those. We'll probably do that after lunch. We have officially finished our first week of homeschool. Ryder is doing very well. He's still super excited about it every morning, so that's great. And I need to go through the activity binder and see kind of where I'm at for next week, and then maybe even plan for the following week. I set our garbage and recycling out today and they haven't come for it, and usually they pick up garbage at like 7 a.m. And now I'm thinking, since Monday was Labor Day, they're actually going to come pick it up tomorrow, so my trash is just going to be sitting at the curb for a whole day. But the neighbors also did it, so I don't know if I started a trend and everyone thought it was today because mine were out first, or if everybody thought it was today and didn't even think about Labor Day, because I didn't. Anyway, I don't know what else we're going to do. Hopefully spend a lot of time outside. I know we're barely into September at the time that I'm filming this. We've been doing pretty well with our outside timer for September. We didn't do great in August, and I think it's just because there were so many days that it was just so hot. We didn't want to be outside for extended periods of time, so I think we got 46 hours outside in August, which not great, not terrible. More than an hour a day, I guess, but average. For September, I think we're up to 15 hours, 14 hours, and today's the 6th that I'm filming this. So I also need to kick my butt into gear with filming. I need to maybe next week get my camera out every single day, because I am now only a week ahead of films to schedule, and I prefer to be 2 weeks ahead. One, just for like privacy and safety and all of that if we're going anywhere or Anthony's gone or whatever it may be. But 2, to just give myself a little extra time for editing. That week that I had all of my, that was just last week, but that I had all of my master's program stuff that I was doing, and just life in general was really busy last week, it seemed. I didn't film at all, so then I, you know, even though I wasn't posting, I also wasn't filming, and so I didn't stay on track with that. We have our windows open and there's lots of outside noises, and I'm afraid that this whole time I've been talking, you will have been hearing all of that, and I'm gonna have to cut all of it. Let's go ahead and get on with our day. My gosh. I need to get these downstairs. This recipe will be in a later video, another canning video. I think it's just easier to keep all of those videos together so that the people that are here or found me from a canning video continue to watch just those videos. So then the pickles will be in that video as well. I'm making chicken and dumplings for dinner, like a chicken, kind of like chicken noodle soup, but instead of noodles, doing dumplings. I don't have a whole lot of motivation, which is why I'm just standing here talking to you. It's one of those days where I have paralysis to get anything done.
For lunch today, my kids are having sandwiches just with peanut butter and honey and a little bit of cinnamon sugar, goldfish and some fruit. And then I'm just having one of the sloppy Joe mixes that did not seal. And then I moved on and started working on our camping menu and then also writing down the recipes for the different pickling recipes. I just like to have them on paper instead of having to scroll through Pinterest as I am actually working on the recipes.
On a recipe for dill pickles, also it says in like you know how everybody writes about their life story in a Pinterest like blog post where you go to get the recipe. At the end, she wrote that you could also do this with zucchini, and I have a lot of zucchini right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. I need to, my camera's gonna die, but I need to make a grocery list. It's just before 11. We already ate because we were hungry. The boys did have breakfast, I didn't, but we were all hungry, so we ate early. I know this isn't the canning video, but if you guys have any requests for recipes to add to the canning video, let me know and I will try to make it work. I will say that I'm only trying to can things I know my family will actually eat. I have to spend money on the items because we didn't have a garden this year to can them. Next year will be a little different, but I was given the zucchini, I didn't pay for it, so if it doesn't turn out well with the like dill flavor, then it is what it is. I'm probably only going to do a couple jars of those. We shall see. I feel kind of bad that I got my camera out today because I really am starting to feel like I don't have a whole lot to share. It's just like the same things, and all I've really actually done is talk to you today. I recently downloaded TikTok. I had held out all this time and I downloaded it recently. My favorite videos are the ones where they're telling you a story, like the story times or the put a finger down if you watch TikTok. The ones where you just feel like somebody's on FaceTime with you talking, and I feel, as I'm talking to my camera, I constantly feel like I'm just talking to somebody that's on the other side of the screen, which would be you. But also sometimes I realize probably nobody actually cares. So if you care, thanks for caring. But if you don't like the chattiness of this video, I am also very sorry for that. I did not think this through. Somebody somewhere out there is doing, like, sounds like they're building the whole freaking house. Hopefully that's not too loud, but I wanted to share with you, hold on, I need to save this recipe on my Pinterest so I don't lose it. I want to share with you what I'm thinking for camping Friday night. So we're going in the middle of September. It's probably going to be chilly, so that is kind of what I had in mind when I made this grocery or this meal plan. So Friday night doing brats, and then we like to take like potatoes, peppers, and onions and cook them up. My mom usually does it on the fire. I think I'm going to use the griddle so they get nice and crispy. So we would have like brats with that, the potatoes, peppers, and onions, and then also some jalapeno poppers, probably chips and dip, you know, all of the other side stuff. So that would be Friday for dinner, and then I would make extra. So then for breakfast on Saturday, we would take the potatoes, peppers, onions, and then cook it with scrambled eggs, and then take the leftover brats and cut it up and throw it in there as well. We have done this for years. Like, I remember doing this when I was young. My mom would do that. It's such a simple way to use your leftovers, and it's kind of like a breakfast hash, kind of a breakfast scramble. And then my kids won't eat that, so I probably would just take like some toast or waffles or something. And then because I'm planning on hoping that it's chilly, I'm going to make soup. So I'm gonna do 2 soups, make them ahead of time, and then just take crock pots with and put them in crock pots like around lunchtime. And then people can just eat whenever they get hungry during the day, whether that's lunch or dinner, somewhere in between, both, I don't really care. I'll make rolls, and then we'll also have like cheese, meat, crackers, other snacky foods. And then again, I'll probably take like peanut butter and jelly for my kids. I think Noah would eat soup, but Ryder just doesn't. He's just really picky. Or they'll eat the heck out of rolls, so just making extra of those. The soups I'm thinking are cheeseburger soup and a chicken poblano soup. I think that will please everybody. And then breakfast on Sunday, I'm thinking breakfast sandwiches with bacon and sausage and then egg. And I don't know exactly what yet I would do for the bun, maybe biscuits, maybe bagel. And then we would be home lunchtime on Sunday. I'm gonna text my family members now, lay this out for them, let them know to speak now or forever hold their peace. I still haven't gotten those jars of sloppy Joe mix put away yet, and like my kitchen is a mess and I should probably clean it up before we go. I honestly could just take a nap. I don't have any more sandwiches because we're all out of bread, but I could give you some milk.
Yay.
You want some milk?
Apple.
No, not apple juice. Any hoozle. I need to get this kitchen counter cleaned off. I'm so sorry that I've just talked to you all day. I haven't done anything. What are the chances I drop something going downstairs? Place your bets now. I'll let you know when I get back. You doubted my abilities. Shame on you. I didn't drop a single thing. I grabbed the water bath canner because I'm gonna, I've said that like a million times now. I'm gonna do that when we get back from the store. Figured since I went down there, I should arrange something back.
Then I was like, you know what? I'm going to clean this kitchen before I get groceries. And all I did was clean out the clean dishes and the recycling, and then I give up.
We just got back from town. We actually stopped and saw my mom on her lunch break. She works from home, so we stopped at her house and hung out for a little bit. But let me show you the few things that we got. A loaf of bread, sliced cheese. Both things we were out of, and I just thought if we want grilled cheese this weekend, kind of need both of those things. The boys had those buns for lunch, and that was the last of the bread that we had except for my sourdough, and that stuff's not super cheap, so I'm gonna keep it for myself. 2 packs of baby dill, black peppercorns, and then I also had to get dill seed, coriander seed, and I threw my list away, so I don't remember what the other one was. I don't remember what the other one was, but there was not, I did find dill seed, but there wasn't any coriander seed. And then I thought there was one more thing that I needed that they didn't have. So I was just going to not do the coriander seed and do ground coriander, which I had seen on the recipe that this lady had never done it, but you could do it. You would just use less, I don't know. I was just gonna figure it out. But then I saw this pickling spice, and I had seen another recipe a few days ago when I was looking at the pickling recipes that use this. And when I was looking at the ingredients, it has coriander seed, mustard seed, which this recipe calls for, dill seed, bay leaves, cinnamon, red chili, and allspice. So I'm just gonna use this instead of all of the different seed options. Still do the black pepper and still do the fresh dill. And while I was looking at spices, Ryder saw cornbread and he wants cornbread muffins, so I'll make those for dinner. And then I also got jars. They had a couple more in stock of this, the Mainstay brand. No Ball, or what's the other brand? Care, K-E-R-R, Kerr. I don't know how to pronounce it. The total was, hold on, no food tax in Iowa, but I did have to pay tax on the jars, so total was $28.37 after tax. While I'm getting stuff out and ready for the pickles, I thought I would just chat a little more, as if I haven't done that enough today. But I have a little bit of pumpkin left after making those muffins in the fridge, and so I need to do something with that. I really want to get the boys back outside. It's so nice out today. I kind of struggle sometimes with a balance of doing things inside. Like these cucumbers are going to go bad if I don't do something with them soon, so I have to get them pickled. And I know the zucchini will last for a while, but I also need to get that taken care of. So my problem is that I need to be in the house. I need to be doing this stuff. My kids aren't quite big enough to go outside and play by themselves where I'm comfortable with it because our yard is not fenced in. Then I have this battle in my head of, should I finish the things inside that I need to? Should I get them outside? And we have spent an hour outside today, so it's not like we have just been sitting around all day. And you know, school takes up an hour of our day now, which is new for us. So anyway, all of that to say, I think I'm going to get this stuff pickled. While it's processing, I might go ahead and get everything chopped up for the soup and get that going as well, and then go outside for a while. Maybe we can even eat outside. I don't know. I'm doing the thing again where I'm just talking. Okay, I need to get working. Stop distracting me. All right, I have my whole canning operation going here. Still need to take care of all of those dishes. Prepping more stuff over here. I've been standing like next to the vinegar, obviously, since I've been canning it, and I'm like getting a rash. I haven't eaten anything that has gluten in it. So all I can think is that like my skin's irritated from the vinegar maybe? I don't know. I have decided not to make the chicken and dumplings tonight. I'll probably just make it tomorrow night. Anthony won't be here, which kind of sucks that he like won't get to eat it fresh. He'll just have leftovers on Sunday. But it's already almost 4. By the time I prepped everything and got it made, it's going to be close to 5:36 before it's even done. The kids aren't gonna last that long. So also Anthony doesn't know when he's gonna be home now at this point. Because something always comes up, it seems. I'm working on the batch of like pickled cucumbers, so pickles, and then I'm going to do some zucchini.
After all of the canning, if you don't can, I don't think you understand how messy things can get. This whole time I'm still a mom. Things are, you know, still moving and grooving in my house, so I have to clean up. So that's what I'm working on now. And then I keep this little vinegar upstairs above my stove and the big one down in the basement, and I needed to fill that up. My counters were sticky and just, you know, covered in vinegar. The dishwasher I was finally ready to tackle it and get it unloaded and everything put away so that all of the dishes that had been gathering in the sink could be put in there, and, you know, that could be run later on, including some of the canning dishes. Some of my stuff, though, can't actually go into the dishwasher, so I do still have to hand wash some things every time I can. But it is nice to be able to throw a majority of things. And again, we had dishes from the whole day just sitting in the sink because I had been really lazy during the day, and then canning took up a lot of my time. As always, there's going to be stuff that, like I just said, can't be put in the dishwasher. So I don't put any of my knives or my pots and pans in the dishwasher. And then I was still working on the zucchini, so I just got the remainder of my stuff set over by the stove, but getting the rest of the kitchen cleaned up and feeling nice, including the dining room. I think part of the reason I was feeling so lazy is because there was so much to do. One of those like paralysis situations where there's so much that you don't know where to start, so then you end up just not doing anything. But I decided to go ahead and make up this cornbread. Even though I decided not to do the chicken and dumplings, I made the cornbread. The last time I made this cornbread, Ryder ate almost the whole pan by himself. He was the one that saw this at the grocery store and said, "Hey mom, can you get this? I love it." So I make up this pan expecting the same thing to happen. And wouldn't you know it, he said he didn't like it. And it took him forever to actually even try a piece. And then he only ate like half a piece.
I have absolutely no idea where that ended. I looked up to show you this yellow shirt, so I don't know how far we got in that conversation, which is irrelevant now. But I looked up at my camera and it said memory card error. I've never had that before. So I'm guessing the memory card is full. This, I just put a new one in. I don't know if anything's on this one. It was just one randomly in a junk drawer in my office. So if the video randomly ends right here, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. But I don't know why it would be full. I didn't even do that much today. And I typically try to get everything like the day after I film something. I try to get it up on my hard drive on my computer, or it's an external hard drive, but you know what I mean. I try to get it off of the memory card so that this doesn't happen. I'm wondering if maybe I forgot to take something off of there, but I haven't done a whole lot today. But I do not know how much space is actually on the memory card I just put in, and I don't know how much of myself to repeat because I don't know where it ended. So I'll just move on with the conversation. It's a Friday night, and did you know that tonight there's football, like NFL football? Do you guys watch NFL? We do. I grew up as a Broncos family. My husband was a Tom Brady fan, which I know people have very strong opinions either way about Tom Brady, but he was. So we have been, or had been, Patriots fans and then the Bucks fans, but only for Tom Brady. Anthony has been 49ers fan since he was a kid because of his brother. So that's who we follow. And then also we live near Ames. So that's actually where Anthony works, is in Ames. And obviously Iowa State. And I guess I say obviously, here's 49ers. I say obviously, but if you don't know anything about Ames and Iowa State and all of that, Iowa State University is in Ames, Iowa. Brock Purdy is the quarterback for the 49ers. He was also the quarterback for the Iowa State Cyclones, graduated from here, grew up in Iowa, all of those things. So we were 49ers fans, or he's been a 49ers fan his whole life, and then I became a 49ers fan when we got married, you know. And now it just kind of seems wrong to not be, since we live around here, around Ames, you know, and that's where the quarterback went to college and is from. This is what I'm talking about though, or was talking about, I don't know, with the pause. I don't really have anything to say right now. I mean, I could fill the silence with something, I'm sure. And all day long I think of things that I want to say or that I'm going to say. And I should start keeping notes, but I'll think of what I want to say when I'm doing a voiceover on a specific part of a video, right? Instead of just talking to you the whole time. And then I will, a week later, go to edit that video and I forget everything that I was about to say, and I'm only thinking about stuff happening in my life the day that I'm doing the voiceover, and not necessarily whatever was happening the day of filming. This happens a lot with recipes. So I don't remember, you know, all of the ingredients and whatnot, but I don't feel like people enjoy listening to someone stand there and say the list of ingredients to you with measurements. I mean, I guess I don't. I'm thinking like Food Network. If I'm watching the Food Network, I don't want, you know, someone to just stand there and list off the ingredients to me. They're going to talk about them as they're making the recipe. So great, I'll do that. Not a problem, except unless I mean, maybe I should go through the work to do this. Unless I went and pulled up every recipe as like from Pinterest as I was editing the video and doing the voiceover, then I could talk more specifically about the measurements and the ingredients and all of that. But that, if I'm being honest, it's a lot of extra work. And I try to edit and do voiceovers in a little bit of extra time I have, and usually that happens at night. Anthony has been gone a lot at night, so when I go to, you know, do a voiceover, I have to do it fairly quickly. I'm a fast talker anyway, but I have to get the voiceover done fairly quickly in case my kids wake up and need me. Some nights they don't wake up at all. The entire night, they sleep through the night, never make a peep. You would never know that they were in this house. Some nights they're up every 20 minutes, half hour, for no reason. They'll just sit up in bed, not go back to sleep, not settle unless you go in there and like physically take their body and lay them down on the pillow. They're not crying. They're not, like, there's nothing wrong with them. They just won't lay back down by themselves. You have to go do it. And so on those nights, I'm like recording my voiceover super fast, and then I'm more worried about getting the voiceover done that I don't actually think about what I should be saying. Here's another problem I'm having since you asked. I have really bad imposter syndrome. I don't feel like, I don't want to say like I don't mean anything, because obviously I mean something to someone, but I don't feel like I am like important enough to just sit here and talk about my day or share videos. I feel like most people have a pretty short attention span. So when I'm editing videos also, I will like cut the video in a way that it's just a short clip here, a short clip there of a really long process. So I'll use my canning videos, for example. If you haven't watched those, go check them out. But I will take my last video, I had 4.5 hours of footage, and that video published is what, 20 minutes? Because I feel like people are going to get bored and they don't want to actually sit and watch a slower process. So I will speed something up to 8 times, or sometimes when I'm chopping vegetables, I'm speeding that up to 20 times faster than it actually is, because I just feel in my bones that nobody wants to sit there and actually watch it. And if I ever want my channel to grow and get to the point where it could maybe make us a little bit of money, because who doesn't want an extra stream of income, I know that I have to make videos that people are going to sit there and watch all the way through. So if you're one of those that watches the video all the way through, thank you, first of all. But it's not, I don't think it's very common. I've had this conversation with my husband and a friend of his too. People just, they want short form videos like TikTok. That's why TikTok is so popular, because even the longest thing you can do on TikTok is 10 minutes. And I feel like people aren't even sitting around for more than 60 seconds sometimes of TikTok. So then I'm like, who am I to think I'm gonna sit here and make a 30-40 hour long video and somebody's actually going to sit there and want to listen to me talk the whole time, except for my mom and my uncle. Thank you, both of you, because I know that you guys watch it, but that's the point. They're my family, and so I know that they'll sit there and they'll support me and they'll watch it. But YouTube doesn't care about the few family members that are watching. YouTube cares about all of the people that they're trying to keep on YouTube. And you know, I don't know, I'm talking in circles and I don't know how to truly say what I'm thinking or feeling, other than I don't think I'm important enough to make long enough videos that people are going to want to stick around and see the whole thing, I guess. Look guys, ask anybody in my family, I can make the shortest story the longest thing you have ever listened to in your entire life. I can make, you know how people say long story short and they condense it down? I say short story long because I can take, you could ask me, Sarah, what did you have for lunch today? And I could talk to you for 10 minutes about why I had the meal that I had today. And my husband makes fun of me for it all the time. Never actually get to my original point. Got it done. We're planning on going to my parents tomorrow. I said Anthony has drill, so he won't be around. So we're gonna go over there, see what kind of shenanigans we can get up to. Spend some time outside, I'm sure, because it's going to be nice out again tomorrow. I did end up closing the windows and turning the air on. Definitely not necessary, but also if we leave the windows open, the outside noises like kind of distract the boys in the bedroom. Plus we use dark out shades, and if we leave the windows open, we like those blow around and it's not quite as dark. And also, I don't know if you guys have ever watched the Elizabeth Smart story. Basically, I watched this one night when I was younger. I couldn't sleep. I was I don't know, 10, 11, maybe 12, and I couldn't sleep, so I went downstairs to the couch and I turned on whatever late night show, and it was the Elizabeth Smart story. And essentially some guy went to this house where they had their windows open at night. He cut the screen, went inside, kidnapped her. You can use your imagination. And so it has scared me like deep to my core ever since then to leave windows open at the night. And we live in such a safe town, and we live in a like very safe part of the state, but you just know. Hello, you might be thinking, wow, Sarah, you were just folding laundry. What's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. So at the beginning of my laundry folding shenanigans, I said, oh yeah, something happened with my memory card, so I have a new memory card. I don't know how long it's gonna last, right? Well, it gave up on me right there at the end, and I don't know what happened. It was a really small, it was only like a 4 gig memory card, so that's probably what happened. Anyway, so that portion that you just saw, all of the video that you just saw, was filmed on a Friday. All weekend long, I was so like anxious and paranoid that I didn't have very much to include in a video, because I didn't know how much was actually on that laundry clip, but also it just felt like I didn't do a whole lot all day long. I felt so incredibly lazy. So then Sunday, I get my camera out
and I'm like, I film an intro. I'm like, hey guys, this is gonna be a second part because this video is not gonna be long enough, so enjoy some more. I filmed all day Sunday too, and I was going to add it to this video, but I just finished editing this video without any of the footage from Sunday, and it's sitting over 20 minutes long, which is about my typical video. So what I'm going to do is end the video here, and then what I recorded on Sunday I will be posting as a little bonus video tomorrow, so it might not be as long, but I have the footage. I don't want to just slap it on the end of this video and have it be overlooked, or people just get so annoyed with me talking so much that they never make it to the end of the video. It's just not worth it. My average view duration on my videos is anywhere from like 5 minutes to maybe 10 minutes. So people are not watching the video all the way through anyway. Imagine if I put out a 45-minute to an hour-long video. It's not, like, 4 people are gonna see the end of it, and one of those people is me. So I'm just ending the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Look forward to tomorrow's little bonus video. I will look like this at the beginning because I need a little explanation at the beginning of that one since I don't have a proper intro. And then we'll just be back on track next week with Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you made it to the end here, comment down below a pumpkin. I want to see who sat through 25 plus minutes of me rambling. I want to know. I do appreciate you guys being here though. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe before you go, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.